Welcome in, guys, to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx. I'm back, and today we're getting ready to go over my July tier list. I've had a couple people ask about it, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about who I think are some of the absolute best tunes in Road to Survival. So, in order to get this started, we're gonna go ahead and start off here with the D tier list. I know, unlike last month, this list is a little bit shorter. We're moving into a multiple tune meta, and some other tunes can find a viable place to be able to be used within RTS. And I'm just thinking about the whole scale of things, where you have your upper echelon guys, and then you have new players coming into the game as well too. So the new players coming into the game may not have, all the top tier tunes that you would expect them to. So there has to be a place for them within the meta. And these are some tunes that's going to be able to help you out, especially if you are new along the way. So this here is what we would call like the D tier list. This is the bottom tunes. These are tunes that, if last resort, you want to use them for, just leveling up if you don't have any other tunes to level up. But these are the tunes here that will currently not help you too much in the meta, just because of how their kits are laid out. Some of them, it takes too long for them to get going, and on top of that, they just will not help your team out currently. So like you have Beta, you have Bruce, you have Carl, Darius, Dexter, Eugene, Governor 2000, Lori 2000. So these are the guys who typically won't help you out if you are beginning into the game. You can use them for level up. Now, the next tier list here that we have is going to be our C tier list. These are tunes that can be viable if you're just starting out. Ico is a good leader. You have Dale, who is a stun tune that can be able to help you out as far as control goes within the game. Erica's a good healer. Now, Erica is in the war store, so you may not have a chance to get your hands on her. But if you do, she is definitely a good starter tune that you would want to be able to use. We have Frost, Gabriel. I think personally, Gabriel can be very good with the rework. If they was to rework Gabriel, give him a res, take his AP to 55, I think he can be viable and help out in a lot of ways. We have Elodie, who is a strong beginner tune. Garrett, Gator's definitely a strong one. Harlan, Gregory the Grouch. I have Gregory here. Herschel, Jesus. Juan is a challenge run tune. Then we have Mercer, Rick, Shiva, Sophia, Tyrese, who was really good in the beginning. Uncle Sam, Valkyrie, and Yumiko is here on this C tier list. Now, depending on where you go, Yumiko can be a +2 tune. She could be as high as the A tier list, depending on how you use her in certain setups. But this is where she will land here under the tier list. Now, on to the B tier list. The B tier list are some very good, competition starter tunes that you can be able to use in RTS. So you have Aaron, Abraham, Alice, a really good leader, GFA, Andrea 2000 is really good too. You can kind of pair Abraham, you can pair Ty, you can pair Andrea and Zachary together, and they can make a formidable bleed team. Now, a lot of people do guard against burn and bleed, so they won't work in that instance, but other instances you can be able to use them. They'll definitely work out together. Even throwing the old man Greg on that team too, because he is a lacerator tune that keeps that burn and bleed going. So you actually have a couple of different options here. We have Jesse Anderson, Connor, little bit of rework if Connor was just to get a boost in his HP defense. you know, I think he can be a really good defensive tune again and move right back into the meta. We have Dayu, Thanksgiving Tyrese. He is a good tune that you can be able to use too. You can go ahead and put a rampage weapon in Tyrese's hand as well. You have Valentine, Davy, Dr. Stevens, Glenn, Cal, Kapoor, Magna, Negan, Nick, Old Man, Gregor, as I stated. Princess is in here. We had such high hopes. Princess was really good in the beginning, but you know, all good things come to an end. We have Rosita, Sandy, Sawyer, Skins, Thomas Richards, Ty, who's a really good burn leader as well. Waylon is a good disarm tune. I mean, you know, if you still use disarm tunes, especially if you're in the beginning, he's a good tune. Zachary and Lee is on this list. Next is my A tier list. These are the tunes that to me sit right at the precipice of the meta. And you know, these are the tunes that in right combinations, in the right setup, they can really help your teams be very powerful. Now, I know this is the A tier list. I have Lily on here. Lily can be a +2 tune, which is she can be as high as S tier as plus tier, but this is just where I have her sitting right now within the current state of the meta. So we have Lily, we have Molly, also can be a +2 tune as well. We have Andrea, Isabel, Harper, Angel used to be S tier, but you know, she kind of fell off a little bit, especially with when we're gonna see her direct counter coming soon here as well too in the tier list. So we have Ash, Barker, Holiday, Hero, Carl. We also have Claudio, Cliff. The Gentleman is a strong puncher. Governor is really good. I mean, he's been falling in and out of meta. You know, he used to be a super meta tune, fell out, but now with the advent of some recent tunes coming into the game, I think the Governor can be viable again, especially on one of the 3 teams that you need to build to be able to use within war. So Governor is good there. Dario, Eva, Ivanova, Jackie, very good leader. Lady Z, Marcus, Martinez, Michonne, and then Michonne 2000, both good. Mr. Jones, Maribel is there as that control tune. Mr. Lou, put infection everywhere. Combine Mr. Lou on the defense with a heal reduction tune. You know, it could be lights out. Then we got Morgan. We have Negan 2000, Nimrod, Pamela Milton, Razzo, Ralito, Rick, Romanov, Rosita, Anniversary Edition Rosita, very good. She can be a +1 tune as well. And Tara can be a +1 tune as well. She can be as high as the S tier too. These are really good tunes. So if you get your hands on them, these are tunes you want to kind of use and build into some of your teams. Now, on to the S tier list. So on the S tier list, here's what we have. We have Amani, Brutus. Okay, Brutus probably could be higher. Amani as well. We just have to see how they're gonna fit in the current niche. You know, these are some of the newer tunes coming in, next level guys. So we just have to see how they're going to work their way out and everything. So we'll see how that's gonna turn out. But you have Amani, Brutus, we have Carol, Christmas Carol, okay? Both of them are really good. We have, you know, some really strong green tunes in the game. And Carol, Christmas, not Christmas Carol, but Carol, she can pretty much one-shot some of these tunes, man. She's very strong, depending on the situation you put her. Then we have Christmas Carol here. Well, we know what Christmas Carol does. Christmas Carol is the one who puts out camouflage, and you need camouflage because of so much payback and in the game and everything. So it's gonna help against that. Clem, great leader. Davy, Diamond, Headcracker tune, really interesting tune. Definitely could be able to use her to get around some of the more tanky characters, debilitating status buffs and things of that nature. So Diamond, because she's a control toon, has 40% lower the enemy's resistance, so she could just pop right on through that. Ezekiel, Conrad, Laupo, Lori Grimes. We have Lydia, Saint Patty, Priya, Ronaldo, Rudolph, Shiva, Sam and Tom, Titan. Titan could be a +1 toon as well. Veronica, Vance, +1. Skeleton Steve, William, Mia, lights out toon. She's really good as well too. We have Ophelia, Sebastian, Rosie, who is the new toon in the game currently right now. I have her in the S tier. She's a really, really good toon. You know, there's a range of where you can be able to place Rosie. You just have to have a good build around her so that she can be sustainable. But that's what we have there. Then we have Sheldon and the Scotsman to round off this S tier list. Now, these are the absolute top toons in the game to me. Just dealing with them on defense and using some of these guys on offense, they are really strong. Easter Eva was a free-to-play toon. She is very strong. Okay, she has Tank Buster on her weapon. It's absolutely nuts. She's very, very strong. And you know, if you pair her with Carol, you know, Easter Eva also has Guardian Shield every turn. So when she goes to try to destroy a line, that if Carol has camouflage up, that payback will not go to another toon. Easter Eva can tank it with that Guardian Shield, and she just destroys tanks. She is very strong right now within the current meta. So we have Easter Eva. We have Ghost, that's my dog, or Wolf. Roo, that's my guy, man. To all those that know, you know. Ghost is up here, very, very strong attack toon. Headless Herschel is up here too. He's very good as well. We have Kenny up here on the tier list as well. Kenny needs no introduction, okay? He slaps. As a matter of fact, Kenny is too OP. His build, I mean, he just one-shots everything pretty much, and he's very, very strong. Mike, with the heal reduction and the infection, he causes havoc on the offense and defensive end. So Mike is really, really tough. Trader, control toon, and being able to confuse a toon infinitely is rough, and Trader is very, very good. Very, very powerful offensive toon. So we have Wangfa as well too. Great offensive leader. Duck and Kenny together. Father and son combo, nightmarish. We have Michelle up here. She gets 500 infection. Like, she's nuts, man. And you pair her with the likes of Lydia and Mike and the team behind Trader and Easter Eva. It's tough, man. Really good team. Get the infection spreading. You have the Tank Buster there. Christmas Carol as well too. Really, really strong toon. So Michelle is up here definitely in this S+ tier list. And then these other two guys need no introduction. We have Peacekeeper and Andre. We already know what both of these guys do. They are nightmares on the defensive end. There are ways around them, but sometimes it can be very tough dealing with these guys and very annoying. If you watched any of my streams, you see me rage all the time about these nutty characters here, but this is what we have, man. This is your July tier list. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. This your boy JustCMTexx. Peace.